Hey loves, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber, or welcome to my channel if you are new to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You are not obligated at all to watch my videos, but somehow you are here, which means in some way, some sort, we are connected. This universe, everyone is connected. Maybe it's vibrations, maybe it's a soul connection, whatever it may be. You were drawn to click on this video and watch my videos to learn this lesson or learn something from my videos. So remember, nothing in this life is a coincidence, and everything in this life is yours to obtain. So if you want to learn how to do that, just keep watching. For some reason, I just kept getting drawn to sit down and film this video, especially last night. I was like feeling like this euphoric high that I needed to like let this information off my chest and like just get this information out there because I guess someone needs to hear this information. So for this video, it is going to be a little different from my videos. It's going to be like a sit down, relax, like informal video where I just sit with you guys and chit chat. So if you want to go grab a coffee, grab your tea, grab your drink or whatever, some popcorn, your food, go get that and come sit and relax with me and listen to this. I'm just going to sit down and talk about vibrations, vibes, consciousness, like spirituality and all that kind of stuff, because I have been mentioning it and talking about it a little bit more on my social media, in person if you hang out with me, in videos, and I feel like I've been just throwing those words out there and not really telling you guys the definitions or what it might mean into depth. So if you want to learn more about that and are interested in it and want to know more, so this is what this video is. I have my laptop in front of me and I'm just going to sit down and just like read a bunch of definitions and try and go into depth and describe it more for you guys and explain it more. And then after doing all that, I'm going to be going into a little talk, a little chit chat to tell you guys how to raise your vibration, how to manifest easier and quicker, how to pretty much just go for your goals and get your goals achieved um, as soon as possible for yourself, how to like even start going for that. The first word that I'm going to be explaining to you guys is the word vibration, because my last video, I believe it was a vibration raising morning routine, and everyone's like, vibration raising, like what is that, what is she raising, what is a vibration, what does that mean? So in spiritual terms, a vibration is a person's emotional state, the atmosphere of a place, or the association of an object as communicated to and felt by others. For example, your vibration is your emotional state, your kind of like the foundation of who you are. If someone comes up to you and they're like, oh, that person over there has really bad vibes, I don't trust them, like I don't blah blah. So that's pretty much like the energy that you're emitting to that person. Everyone's vibration is what's gonna attract people to you. So if you are a person who is always in a negative state of mind, who always feels that like bad things happen to you, always feel that the world's out to get you, always feel like everything's way harder for you to achieve than everyone else, then that is the vibration you are going to be emitting to everyone and emitting to the universe. So if you want to connect it back to manifesting things, which I can go and get the definition for you and read that. So Google's not really giving me a good definition for manifesting, but pretty much manifesting is bringing forth what it is that you want, drawing those blessings or whatever it is that you want to achieve or gain in your life. So it's kind of like hoping, but not really hoping. It's like an active, I guess, actively wanting something and manifesting it out for it to come back to you. So if you want more income, then you're gonna actively go and ask for that and tell someone, like maybe your boss, that you want to raise. You tell your friends that you want to look for new jobs, then they help you find new jobs that can give you a better raise or whatever. So it's like actively going after what it is that you want, but actively like setting that intention out. So when we talk about intentions, it's about what is it that you intend on getting? Like, what is it that you want? You want that raise, so you're gonna manifest it. You're gonna go and actively get it, actively try to get it. So with vibrations, if you are always thinking that you, like, everything around your life is negative and all that is negative and everything's hard for you to achieve and gain, you are going to be actively, even though you're not doing it consciously, subconsciously, you're going to be actively manifesting those things into your life. With your vibration, you want to get a high vibe. You want to have a high vibration. The way to get a high vibration is to think positively. Think about the things that you want. Think about what it is that you want to achieve, how you want to be. A best way to do this is to like literally just grab a journal and just jot down things that you want in your life, things that you want to change, things that you want to look different. And you can have that in your subconscious mind, so that way when you're thinking about things, that is what you're manifesting into your life. So that's kind of like the rundown of vibration. I know it gets a little tricky with all the other words being thrown in there, but I'm trying my best to explain it to you guys. Another word is a spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening refers to a shift in consciousness, an appreciation of reality which had been previously unrealized. The culmination of such realization is in the recognition of oneness with all of existence. So, what happens when you kind of have a spiritual awakening, or you are in that state of having a spiritual awakening? What happens is that you go into this shift of consciousness that they're talking about. You realize things differently, you notice things differently, you're more aware of yourself and everything around you. You have an appreciation for reality in life. You just realize that most of the things that you stress about and overthink about are all in your mind, and you're just feeding into that negative like belief that everything around you is so hard and so bad and that your life sucks and all that kind of stuff. Because if you actually sat down and took the time to look at it, it doesn't suck as much as you think. Because remember, in this life, like, you are always moving forward, for better or worse. Like, if you had a job last year that you hated, you probably by now maybe have left that job or have learned how to make the job better. In the moment, think, oh, my life is so bad. But if you look back to like your year last year and how you were living your life a few years prior, you'll realize that your life is actually a lot better than that. So therefore, you're not living this horrible life that you were thinking. It's just being aware of just everything. So being aware of your thoughts, being aware that life is not about sitting there and letting things affect you all the time in a negative way. It is okay to respond to things negatively sometimes, because that's still a human response to everything. Like, for example, if your car had a flat tire, like, obviously you're going to be upset, you're going to be stressed because maybe you had something to go do, maybe you don't have the money for it right now. But at the same time, you will sit there, if you're spiritually awakened, you're going to sit there and realize, like, this is a really horrible situation right now that my tire is like flat or whatever. But you'll realize that maybe it is something that's leading you to a better outcome. So maybe you're gonna go to the mechanic's shop and they're gonna be like, oh, we fixed your tire, but we also realized that your brakes are about to like be bad, like you're about to like be done, like that is dangerous. So maybe that led you to realizing that you need to get your brakes fixed too, which has saved you from future like horrible damage and outcomes that could possibly have happened. When you're spiritually awakened, you kind of like have this appreciation for things that happen to you, even if they are negative, because you're like, wow, like this has taught me something or has prevented something from happening to me. And so it just helps you to realize that there's a bigger picture in life than what you focus on all the time if it's negative things. Better yourself and take care of yourself. So a spiritual awakening in all is literally just a shift in consciousness, a shift in realization of the world and things around you and yourself. Another word that I probably talked about, I don't know if I talked about it, but it does really help to cover it in this video. The word is willingness, and willingness is the quality or state of being prepared to do something. When it comes to spiritual awakening and manifesting things and all that kind of stuff, the biggest thing that ties in with that is willingness. If you are spiritually awakened, you're gonna have a lot more willingness to do things that are gonna better your life, better people around you, better the world, I guess. So you're gonna be more willing to wake up every single day. You're gonna have willingness when it comes to manifesting, because when people think about manifestation, a lot of like mistakes people have with manifesting their dreams or going and getting their dreams is that they think that to manifest things, you have to just think about what it is that you want and it will come to you. The universe will bring that to you, which is a big misconception, because when it comes to manifesting, yes, think about that, what it is that you want. Yes, the universe is there to aid you, but if you don't have the willingness to go out and do things for yourself to help that manifestation come to you, then you're not gonna like get the manifestation, because you're just sitting there waiting for it to come to you, but you're not doing anything to help it come to you easier and faster, you know? You have to prepare yourself. You gotta be ready to have those blessings come in for you. Which is the other word, which is readiness. Being ready is the best way you can have your manifestations come to light. If you are ready for what it is that you're trying to manifest in your life, it will come to you faster. For example, if you want to start a business and you want to go get funding, they're going to look at you and say, okay, what do you have to offer for us? What it is that you have laid out? Like, what plans, what ideas do you have? And if you don't have any of that present, they're not going to give you that money that you need for funding for that business, because you don't have practice. You don't have an idea of how to run a business, which is going to kind of deter them from trying to help you, because you're like, this person's literally going to take our money and fail. No, that's kind of what it is. So when it comes to manifesting and manifestation, the biggest thing that you need to remember is not to be discouraged about your manifestations not coming right away, because that just puts room for you to have readiness, to grow, to be willing to learn all this kind of stuff, where you can actually be ready for that to come to you. So that's pretty much everything, all the words that I wanted to clear up with you guys, so you guys could have a more understanding of the words and a better consciousness, which will open you up to maybe your own spiritual awakening. Who knows? I've been having like pretty down days where I'm like, wow, I've been working so hard. Why is everything just getting harder for me? Why is nothing manifesting the way I want it to manifest? Until one day I just sat down and realized that when you put your manifestations out to the universe, you can't just sit there and mope around and focus on them and be like, where are you? Why aren't you here? You gotta go out and just live your life. Trust in the process. Trust that what it is that you want to gain, you can gain if you go out and do what it is that you need to be ready for it. You need to keep a good positive mindset, because everything picks up on what I was telling you, your vibration. So if you are manifesting this thing that you want to come back to you, you need to have positive vibes out in the universe so that it's coming to you. If you're sitting there thinking, why isn't this happening? Why am I not manifesting this? Why does everything not work out for me? Then that's gonna be what your reality is gonna turn into. You want your reality to be a reality where your things do manifest for you. Things do come true for you. You are abundant. So if you want to manifest things, you need to stop sitting around moping, waiting for things to happen for you. You gotta do your part. Go and get the information that you need so you can do the thing that you need to do. If you want money, go out, look for jobs, do research, look for things that are interesting to you where you can go and get that money. You can't just sit there every single day and hope that money is going to come to you. You gotta go and get the money. A important lesson that I learned from one of my favorite YouTubers is that the more you want something, and like to the point where it's like neediness and not like, oh, I want this, I'm gonna go and get it. It's more like a, I need this.
I need this money. If I don't have this money, then I can't achieve anything. If I don't have this money, I can't get the things that I want to get.
That neediness is what's gonna actually push away your manifestation. Because if you think about it, it's like if you're chasing after a child or a cat or anyone, they're gonna be running away from you. So like that's the same thing with money and manifestations. The more you chase after it, the more neediness you have with that certain thing, that is when you're going to be stopping that manifestation, because it's just going to be running away from you. You need to put your manifestations out there, trust that they're going to come back to you, and do your part. And that's when they're going to come to you. So stop being lazy, take off those sweatpants, go do whatever it is that you need to do so you can get your manifestations as quickly and as great as possible. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is just your natural state of mind. Your mind is so powerful. No one understands how powerful your mind is. If, for example, you just got diagnosed with something, I don't know, like chronic laziness, if that was a thing, maybe it is, if that's a thing. If you say, oh, okay, I got diagnosed with this, geez, that's my life. Like, I'm just a lazy person. Like, it all makes sense now. That's all it is. Like, I can't go to work. I can't get this. I can't do that because I'm a chronic lazy person. Then that's what's going to happen. Just think about it. If you're thinking, what's the point of leaving my house because I can't do anything, then you're not going to leave your house so you can do anything. If you think, oh, I got diagnosed with chronic laziness, geez, what can I do to help me better this? What can I do to prove whatever wrong? If that's your mindset, you are literally gonna open that door, go out, do whatever it is so you can help yourself from that condition, and that's gonna then bring in maybe like a better state for you. So like, don't underestimate your mindset. Fear is like the biggest burden that people can have in their life, because what fear does is that it prevents you from even trying to attempt to get things or attempt to do things that could actually be so beneficial for you. The fear of failure, the fear of not knowing, the fear of coming off as stupid for trying to go and do something that you don't know about. How are you going to know about something if you don't go and learn about that? So people need to stop taking fear and holding on to it and letting it belittle them and letting it hold them back from what it is that they need to do. So if that is you, if you're one of those people who sit around and say, man, I would really love to do that one thing, but I hold myself back because I'm scared that I'm not going to be good at it. Well, if you think that way, you're not even going to try and do it. So how do you even know if people are going to like you or whatever the outcome is? You got to go out and try new things. Don't let fear hold you back, because I guess as you become more conscious and more spiritually awakened, you realize that the only thing fear does is just stop you from doing what it is that you need to do. Like, fear is just a mental, like I don't even know how to explain it. Like, fear is not something that's actually concrete. It's not like, oh, you have this fear of this thing. If you go do this thing, this fear is gonna come and beat you. Like, it's not like an actual thing. Like, the fear that's holding you back is literally all mental. Like, if you were scared of something, the best thing you can do is go and try and overcome that thing. Because then that way, you beat that fear. Like, you went and physically beat that fear yourself, because you are physical. Like, you're a real thing. Like, you need to stop letting fear hold you back. The best thing you can do for fear is try and overcome it and like work through it, because it's like that kind of like, it's like that illness that just impairs you from doing anything that it is that you want to do, anything that's new, anything that's foreign, anything that you're not used to. You're not going to do it because you have this fear of it. You have this fear. Like, fear Fear starts wars. Fear is just like horrible because then if you fear something, you're gonna feel threatened, you're gonna feel scared, and then that's how wars start. Fear is just not really good, so try to push past fear. That's pretty much it for the video. I hope it wasn't too harsh to wake up Collie, but sometimes people need that push. Sometimes people need that, hey, wake up, like listen, like the only reason you can't achieve something, the only reason you can't get what it is that you want to get is because you're stopping yourself from getting it. So that is what I've been learning lately through my own spiritual awakening journey, through trying to better myself in learning and getting more spiritual. I hope today, from what I've told you guys, what I've explained, what you guys have heard, will help you guys in the future, will help you guys from here on out. If you want to see more videos like this one, you can just subscribe, you can like this video, you can hit the notification bell. That way you can see when my videos upload, so that way you can, you know, go on the spiritual awakening journey with me, be able to awaken yourself more and raise your consciousness, raise your vibration along with me. And until next time, bye.